The centuries-old vampire stared out of her bedroom window across the city below. Her reflection stared back at her, pale and beautiful, yet haunting. She was a creature of the night, cursed to live forever. Yet every night she watched the sunset and felt a pang in her undead heart. Why? Because she longed for a love that would last longer than the blink of an eye, a love that could bridge the chasm of eternity. But how could she, a creature of darkness, ever hope to experience such a thing? Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into the eternal struggles of a vampire like no story you've heard before. Let's get started. From the shadows of the past, she emerged, a vampire whose name echoed with a chill of tombstones, or Bella, as she preferred, when she wasn't lurking in the depths of the Carpathian Mountains. For 476 years, she'd walked the earth, hidden from the sun, hidden from humanity, and most importantly, hidden from love. Not by choice, but because her kind was cursed to be alone. Bella was different, though. While her kind reveled in the solitude of their immortality, she yearned for human touch, for laughter that didn't echo in cavernous halls, and for a love that could anchor her to the world, even if only for a moment. One day, while traversing the bustling streets of Prague, Bella stumbled upon a quaint bookstore. It smelled of old paper and brewing magic, pulling her in like a moth to a flame. There she met Thomas, a human with eyes as warm as the sun she could never feel, and a smile that promised a lifetime of joy. He saw past her pale skin and dark secrets, drawn to her like a compass to north. Their meetings were stolen moments, brief interludes of normalcy in Bella's immortal chaos. They strolled through moonlit gardens, sipped wine under star-studded skies, and shared dreams that whispered of forever. But forever wasn't an option. Not for Bella, not truly. Her kind had been cursed by a vengeful witch centuries ago, condemned to live beyond the veil of death, forever young, forever beautiful, but forever alone. Each sunrise was a torment, each sunset a reminder of her stolen humanity. The curse was a heavy cloak she wore, one that muffled the echoes of her laughter, one that turned every embrace into a phantom touch. Yet with Thomas, there was a promise of solace, a shared silence that resonated with the melody of her unspoken desires. He didn't know her curse, nor did he suspect the darkness that lingered at the edge of her soul. To him, she was Isabella, a kindred spirit who understood the poetry of Twilight, the beauty of solitude. Their love story unfolded like a forbidden romance, a dance on the edge of two worlds. He offered her the warmth of humanity, the simple joys of life that she'd long forgotten. The feel of sunlight on her skin, the taste of fresh bread, the sound of children's laughter, and she offered him a glimpse into the ethereal, the magic of moonlight, the allure of the unknown, and the solace of a love that knew no bounds of time. He introduced her to his friends and family, not knowing the turmoil that raged within her. With each introduction, Bella's internal battle intensified. On one side stood the alluring whisper of eternity with Thomas, a love that could potentially last forever. But what kind of love is that for a creature cursed to be alone? What right did she have to inflict such a fate on him? As weeks turned into months, the question echoed in her mind, becoming a constant refrain. Should she reveal her true self, risk losing him, or should she let their love story play out, knowing it would end in heartbreak? Then came the fateful day when Thomas proposed. He wanted to spend the rest of his life with her, to grow old with her, to face the inevitable twilight together. The ring glistened, a symbol of a love that defied logic, a love that transcended the boundaries of mortality. But that same love, like a relentless tormentor, tore at her soul. How could she accept his proposal without revealing her secret, without offering him the truth? How could she ask him to commit to a life with her when hers was an endless night? She fled then, running from the love that threatened to consume her, running from the pain of her existence, running from herself. As she disappeared into the labyrinthine alleys of Prague, she knew she couldn't keep this charade forever. But in that moment, the thought of losing Thomas was unbearable. So she vanished, hoping time would provide an answer, hoping her feelings would subside, hoping her curse would lift. But time was a cruel companion. It didn't offer answers, only highlighted the gaping abyss between them. Her feelings only intensified, and her curse remained a constant, mocking reminder. Lost and heartbroken, Bella wandered, seeking solace in the cold embrace of the night. She roamed the world, each place a new torment, each memory a fresh wound. She became a phantom, a specter haunting the world, forever on the outside looking in. Years turned into decades, but her pain remained. The memory of Thomas and their stolen moments kept her anchored to the world, reminding her of what could have been, of what she'd lost. Then one day, as she sat on the banks of the River Thames, watching the sunset, a decision crystallized within her. She wouldn't run anymore. She would confront her curse, her existence, her love. She returned to Prague, her heart a leaden weight in her chest. She found Tomas, older, wearier, but still holding on to the embers of their love. The years hadn't diminished his feelings for her, hadn't eroded the bond they'd forged. When they saw each other, time seemed to stop. There were tears, apologies, confessions, and finally acceptance. They chose to be together, not in denial of her curse, but in spite of it. And so began their unconventional partnership. They navigated the world together, two souls bound by an unusual love, sharing stories of their journeys, their losses, their hopes, and their dreams. Tomas learnt about her kind, about the curse that bound her, and about the centuries she'd lived. He understood her torment, her struggle, and her longing for a love that felt real. And she, in turn, rediscovered the beauty of the world through his eyes, the warmth of human touch, the comfort of shared silences, and the constancy of a love that defied the boundaries of life and death. Together, they carved out a space in the world, a testament to their enduring love, a beacon of hope in the darkness of her existence. Their story became a local legend, a tale whispered in hushed tones, a reminder that love could conquer all, even the boundaries of life and death. Now, here's the big question for you all. Do you think Bella made the right choice? Is it better to live an eternity in love, or to lose the love of your life, but live forever? We're eager to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below. And hey, if you found this video intriguing, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more captivating content like this. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.